What's up, guys? War here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go over my Atlas strategy of farming currency in this league so far. And what do you know? Today it's going to be Harbingers. So Harbinger is going to be our league strategy for just farming currency. So I'm going to go over everything with the tree, the scarabs that you need to really juice the maps, what maps I like to use, and then all the currency that you're going to get, the costs, all that good stuff. So first things first, let's hop into the passive tree or the Atlas tree. So we are going to be farming Harbinger. Okay, Harbinger is super juice this season, so we're going to be taking all of the Harbinger nodes here. All of these are going to be super great. Make sure you take all the Harbinger nodes. All right, there's not that many, there's only a few, but you want to take Harbinger. Take all the Harbinger nodes. Make sure you get the harrowing carapaces, but you want to get all of these Harbinger nodes because that's what we're going to be farming. Now, you do not have to do this part of the Atlas tree, but I blocked pretty much everything except for Sacred Grove because I want the harvest stuff because I'm trying to craft some items. But you don't actually have to block anything. You could just leave it all open and just do whatever pieces of content that you want. But Harbinger is our main thing that we're taking on top of some map stuff here. Now, on top of Harbinger, like what I like to do is I like to have a little bit of player power. So we are going to be taking Nico for player power, as well as additional shrines for player power. This just makes us super strong, just get around the map super quick, and allows us to have some huge player power, which just makes it really, really fun to play. Now, outside of that, we are going to be taking some quantity and rarity nodes, as well as coming up here and taking some scarab nodes just to get some extra scarabs and try to recoup some of the scarabs that we're using in this strategy. We're also going to be taking implicit map modifiers. We want to increase these, or explicits, I mean. Then we're also going to be taking Eater of Worlds. We're taking all the nodes here, and as well as these nodes. If you guys don't know, the Eater of Worlds nodes do have a chance for a sacred shrine to pop, which allows you to have a better chance at getting divines. The searing nodes or shrines don't allow you to have that, so we are doing Eater just for that buff, so make sure you guys take that. We are going to be taking amplified artifacts for just even more scarabs, which is great. Now, what makes Harbinger super juicy this season is because all of it has been super buffed, right? Like farming Harbingers is just super easy. It just prints currency non-stop. Okay, so we got our sulfite here just for the extra Nico buff here. Make sure you guys take that, which is great. Then we got some more delve stuff here for Nico, which is awesome, and as well as just contributes to your overall currency making. So here's the tree, guys. I will link this down in the description below, but this is the tree. Now again, you can change this however you want. I mean, you can go into other things. You can go into beyond, you could go into, you know, strong boxes or essences or any other thing that you feel comfortable, but as long as you guys get the Harbinger nodes, you are good to go. You could also come up and take the remnants of the past, which is kind of what I really want to do. I may take some points out somewhere else, like take some points out of here just to have that, just for some added currency at the end, because we are killing the boss every single time. Now we are also doing the shaping of the mountains and shaping of the skies, just to help kind of with some extra map notes here, just to kind of help give us some map sustain, because, you know, maps are expensive, especially the ones that we want to run. So in our tree, we're also going to be doing favored maps, dunes. So we're going to be doing dunes for this strategy. You can pick whatever strategy that you guys want for maps. It doesn't matter what map you like to do. I just like to do dunes because of this, the build that I'm using, which is extenuate mines on top of reap. Just open area, I can just chuck all my mines, it destroys everything, and we're good to go. So now let's talk about cost of entry into this strategy. So the biggest thing is here in the currency exchange is we're going to be using scarabs. Okay, so in your map device, try to make sure you have all of your slots here so you can do them all, but we're using 4 different types of scarabs, and we're using Harbinger scarab twice because the area contains 3 additional Harbingers, so we're going to be getting 6 additional Harbingers, which just helps print even more currency. Then we're doing the Harbinger scarab of obelisks. Now they spawn in the area, they drop currency shards when defeated. Now some people have suggested to me that doing these doesn't give you more, it gives you better quality shards. So right now this has just been really, really good. It's the cheapest out of all the scarabs as well, so make sure you run this. Next is these 2 right here. Out of these 2, if you are strapped for any kind of currency, the main one you need to get is Warhordes. currencies dropped by harbingers in the area are duplicated, so you do get more, right? So the more harbingers you get, the more shards you get, they double, which is great. Now, Regency is awesome because you have a chance to get it replaced by a powerful harbinger boss. This just adds in. This is not required by Deuce just if you have the currency to absolutely run it. Now, what is it going to run you to do these? So I want these harbinger scarabs. We're going to go ahead and click through. So right now, every scarab right now is 3 for harbinger scarab. We're doing 150 to 1, so you got really good obs on the obelisk. This is the day of the, July 3rd is the day before the 4th. So these prices will change just if you, by the time you get to the strategy or if you're already doing it. So you got really good 1.5 to 1 chaos on the harbinger ones of obelisk. Then the war hordes, this is where it gets expensive. These are 9 a piece or 8.5 a piece for each scarab. And then the Regency ones are 8 a piece as well. So to go in and do 20 maps, you're going to be spending a lot of currency, but let me tell you, you make it back super quick, super early. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy a couple of these just because I need them. I'll buy one. That's fine. No. I want this. Give me chaos. Yep, that's fine. Just give me one so I have one extra. So that's where the cost of this is going to be in. But otherwise, it's not too bad to get started if you can just do the harbingers as well as the obelisk scarabs. That'll get you started until you can get some war hordes. Now, what kind of rewards are we going to be looking at, and what is going to be the most important items that we get from doing this strategy? That is going to be exalted orbs and exalted shards, ancient orbs and ancient shards. And then I don't have any, but fracturing orbs are going to be huge. We're going to do a live showcase right here in just a second, but fracturing orbs are fracturing shards and fracturing orbs are the pinnacle of what we're trying to get. Now, of course, there is the chance to get mirror shards. I have yet to see one, but if you get one, it's worth a bajillion divine. So if you do get a drop, shout out to you. And remember, if you're running the war hordes, when one of them drop, you get a duplicate. So those are going to be the main currency on top of regular chaos shards. These really add up, as well as annulment shards. These add up a lot as well. You guys can see that the annulment shards, these are 3.5. They sell for a little bit more with Faustus, but it's really good. Every 21 ancient orbs is a divine, so that just is huge. I get like 3 to 7 ancient orbs total per map I run, which is just insane. So you rack up divines really quickly. And then, of course, you are going to get a lot more of this other currency, but those are going to be the main things that we're looking for. So guys, let's go in and do a map so I can kind of showcase what we got going on here. Again, it doesn't matter what map that you're running. Also, with this strategy, as far as I know, please somebody help me out in the comments because I'm still newer to POE, especially POE 1. I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 2, and I'm playing a whole lot more of Path of Exile 1. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as from what I understand, that the item quantity and rarity have no effect on Harbinger. So you do not need to like super juice the map itself with like exalt slamming or corrupting it to make it, red. Now, if you do get it corrupted and, you get some crazy mods or something like that for other bubblegum currency or stuff like that, then great. But to my understanding, it does not affect the Harbinger drops itself. So you could just get your maps T16, yellow, red, and you're good to go. And then let's just activate. So in here, we're just going to blast through. I want to show this real quick. I love dunes. Now, again, if you've never done Harbinger before, all you're going to do is see these guys. These guys take no damage. You have to kill all the monsters that spawn from these blue circles. So if you're new, then that's how that works. You got to kill all the monsters that they summon until there is no more. And then the Harbingers themselves die, and they're going to drop a bunch of currency. Okay, you're going to see a bunch of shards here dropped in just a second. See, boom. Now, this is just one pop. I'm going to show you guys some more pops here in a second. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about at the end is the loot filter on this strategy. You can see all of these shards just dropping. As soon as we kill these monsters, I'll show you a quick little break on that because it is important. I lost so much currency when I first started doing this strategy because of the loot filter I was using. And of course, I am using Neversinks, but it's no fault to him. So one thing I want you guys to notice here is that there's ×2 chaos shards. if you do never sinks very strict, these do not show up. That is a lot of shards that you're going to miss. So I think on regular strict, it still doesn't show up. You have to go to semi-core for it to show up, which that's a lot of items on the ground that we really don't want to do. So I went in and just changed it so they all show up and it's clear and you are good to go. So make sure you guys do that. I must have ran this strategy for a week straight and just missed so many chaos shards, like so many shards. But you see all these shards that pop up, it's great. It adds up to the end, get some maps, and my God, they are all over the place. This strategy has been great for me, just farming currency. I make a decent amount of divines per hour. Now, again, this strategy isn't like the best by any means. It is very good. You get a lot of really good currency back to back, especially for the cost of entry with all of the harbingers. I mean, if you were to buy one of each, so you're at like 17, like 18, 19, 20, like you're spending like 25, 26, maybe like 30 divines to do one, or 30 divines, 30 chaos to do one map. Sorry, my headphones were being all crazy there for a second. Like 30 chaos on average per map. I mean, you're gonna make that back relatively easy. I mean, it might even be less. I mean, 17, you know, 18, 19, and yeah, maybe you're around like 25C a map, which isn't that much considering what the rewards can be, especially if you get fracturing shards, because you can get anywhere from 2 to 4 fracturing shards that drop at one time. So if that happens, that's literally 500 plus C right away, which is just the nuts, you know. So that's before getting any mirror shards that they do drop, although mirror shards are really, really tough. But this strategy has just been super great. I'm hoping to show like a really big pop here, just so you guys can really see. I need to stop picking that stuff up so you guys can see. But there's so many shards that drop. Look at that, just a bunch, man. And they're just all over the place. And this stuff really adds up. It makes farming this game and this strategy super fun. It kind of reminds me of doing Legion to a degree, because I really like Legion, of just kind of like that out and go, kind of just like pop Legion and then you just go, you know what I mean? You just kill everything and pick up loot later. But this strategy is just great, guys. It's super good, especially if you're a newer player or if you're someone who doesn't want to spend a crap ton of currency to like get in. This will print you enough to get all the way to the end game, all the way through your maps, no problem. Get a map and you're good to go. This strategy is just super fun, man. Super easy. Now I want to show what we got just from one map, and of course everything is variable, but on average you're going to come out with a lot of good currency, which is just super good, man. Okay, so all the monsters are dead. That's it. Harbinger, boom, come in here. So we already got 10. We got an ancient orb, which is 8 a piece, so we got 18 already. We got 3 orbs of annulment, which I believe if we come in here and we just look, like, so this is actually 9. Then you got 2 apiece. So we're at 10, 19, 2, 4, 6, 25. So you already made your money back easily on top of any other currency that you got, right? So like, this definitely adds up the more you do. So it's just such a good strategy, man. I really love it. It's super good. And again, that's a low end map run, so I'm glad that this was in the video, because on the high end, so much more drops. So much more drops. So you can see we're 1 away and we can just make another divine, which is, I think the divines are, they're going crazy right now. They're 221 now, which is nuts. So yeah, this is Harbinger. This is the strategy that I've been running. And of course, you guys can juice it even more. You could just like like just add more, I guess, maybe do memories or, you know, pretty much. But this is really a solid strategy. This also doesn't count the Eater of Worlds drops, which add up. In the exotic, you can also get the Eldritch Chaos orbs, which are 38 apiece. You also can get the chisels, which drop, well, that's Maven, excuse me. But this one right here drops, these are like 80 C apiece. You can get these. So there's a lot of really good currency to be made with Harbinger. So like the video, guys, comment down below. Sorry for the long video and all the information. I'm still relatively new to POE and Path of Exile community, so I hope there's a warm welcome. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Definitely give me some advice down below. Let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions that I can do to improve the strategy just so I can make some more currency per hour. Please let me know. And as always, stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.